Hello, hello. Welcome, beautiful starlight souls, to this live group healing on YouTube. Today is Sunday, January 26th, and I welcome you to a sampling of the work that I do as an energy healer, intuitive, and a channeler of angelics and star beings. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I'm so glad that you came across me and this group activation today, this group healing. And if you're a returning viewer and subscriber, thank you so much for continuing on the journey with me through the videos that I put out each week on the ascension process, ascension talks, channelings for guidance, and occasionally monthly tarot readings as well for tarot guidance. This is the work that I have been doing my entire life. It is my soul's mission, actually, to be a channel for this high frequency information to come in. And so it's my joy and honor to share it with you. Today, we're going to be doing a couple of different activities that will help you guide you into what is soul work and where you can find it, how you can access it, how you can experience this. Because as my person myself, always my whole life been in the spiritual spaces, and particularly in the last couple decades, numerous ceremonies and initiations and all those kinds of activities with other spiritual groups around the world, and encountering a lot of friends and communities that way. It's been a wonderful journey and beautiful unfolding experience at my own soul level and among those people that I worked with. And so the teachers started appearing. I was doing this for my own soul's mission. I'm just going to talk briefly while we get started and see who's going to pop on today. And if you'd like to, let me know where you're from in the chat. So, on my own journey, it's been long and definitely challenging. And what I find with a lot of the people out there in the spiritual community is that everybody wants the ascension. Everyone is excited to do that inner work, but maybe they don't know how to access it, or they don't want to do the work. They want to remain in these higher states of consciousness, yet are they really? So we're going to look at that today and how you can experience this yourself, because it's really an inward journey. If you want to reach these higher levels of existence and part of this ascension splitting off that's going on right now, the shift, the great awakening, it has many names by all the cultures of the world. All the peoples throughout time and history have known about this. And that's why we have 8 billion people on the planet right now, because we all want to witness this. We all want to experience it. And it's tremendous soul growth for all of us. When you do the inner work, when you do what is called shadow work. And what is that really? It's not dark. It's not scary. It is, though, if you sit down in the dark, if you let it consume you, this dark night of the soul that people talk about and many have written about. This is a very dark time and can be upsetting and can be difficult to move through. So that's one of the areas of my expertise. And we're going to do some of that today to help show you tools and ways that you can start to tap into this inner vastness, this inner spiritual landscape, because we are really like a larger entity, larger energy, consciousness that gets squeezed down into these bodies, and it can feel very restricting. You know what I'm talking about. Many star seeds, many people who know that they are here probably for one of the first times from other lifetimes elsewhere, or you've been reincarnating here for your own life's work and your own soul growth. you know how hard it is and how expansive we actually are. So, welcome, beautiful starlights, as you're joining us now or on the replay. All of the energy is contained within this session, whether you're here now or later. And what I'd like to do today is to go into a candle fire ceremony that we're going to use this candle here and learn to activate your own divinity, learn to be and feel your own divinity. And then we'll do some breath work and reset your nervous system in a very special way. There are a lot of people who have provided different ways to reset that fight or flight, to reset your nervous system. And I have a lot of great tools to do that you may not have experienced yet. And this is the number one issue for people, is that given what things have happened in your life that put you on high alert, that put you 10 feet in front of yourself, looking for those dangers, looking around every corner, what's to come, what can I possibly avoid, and to keep my life in flow and to keep my life moving smoothly. And this is especially important right now as things are shifting tremendously fast. A lot of people are seeing the chaos of the outside world. And so coming in to your center, really knowing how to reset your nervous system to find that core stability in your solar plexus, in the core chi and key of your life force energy, in that third chakra, that center solar plexus area. This is where you want to come and maintain that neutrality. And this is key, especially in not participating in the external chaos. If you want your world to be stable and to keep moving forward, keep it together during these strange times, that neutrality is super important. That you're not going to be shaken by what's happening externally. You're not going to be shaken up by the news and politics and whatever's going on. You maintain your own core focus. And that also includes the heart and centering in the heart. So I'll be also going into that and use this continuously in your life, just like manifesting. It's not like you change your affirmations daily or change your goals daily. You want to hold and sustain that vibration for the whole month or ongoing months. If you really want to make something magnetize into your field, into your life, you hold and sustain that vibration. And so we are holding and sustaining the vibration of joy. Joy is right up there with the love vibration. They're one in togetherness. Joy and love. And joy might even be even more elevated than love, because when you're in this elevated state of joy, everything around you is seen from a new perspective. And then you're able to be in your heart and give love to yourself and to those that are in your life. Let's begin. If you have a candle lit already, you can use it. Otherwise, we'll use my candle here. And just take a deep breath and let out all the thoughts of the day, wherever you are in your day, if it's morning, afternoon, or evening. And just let out a big sigh. I'm preparing a stick, and you can do this at home. This is known as a candle fire ceremony. And this is the language of the subconscious. This is how you are able to truly release things through the subconscious mind, where they often get tangled and snarled in the subconscious and embedded in that place. So by using these ritual practices, through the power of ceremony, you can tap into your subconscious and remove and release things that are ready to let go. Now, we're doing this on a Sunday. I offer these every other Sunday, so twice a month, with the cycles of the moon, new moon and full moon. And with the cycles of that calendar, the true calendar of Earth is following the lunar calendar, lunar cycles. This is when the veils are thin, and it's a very powerful, poignant time. We are also right now in the parade of planets, with the 5 planets lined up in the night sky. So make sure you go out and see them. They were visible last night, and they'll be visible through the month of February, is how I understand it from astrologers and astronomers. So that's indicative of the powerful transformative times that we are in, and it's going to keep moving. It's going to keep happening with not only cosmic alignments and solar flares, but also that reflects what we do down here on Earth. And so what you pay attention to feeds that storyline, feeds that timeline. So we can't say it often enough, is that, do not put your energy into the stories and the mayhem and chaos going around on the world. It's a global phenomenon. This is when you really want to learn how to tap in and do your inner work. And this is the stuff people often will bypass because they want the ascension. They want to be functioning and living in higher realms. Well, in order to do that, in order to get to that capacity, you've got to lighten your emotional load and your emotional body. And that creates a much lighter spirit body, and you're able to access these other realms. I've been doing it for many years. I'm definitely noticing the difference now in what we're able to access, although it hasn't fully become available yet, although people are starting to move into the higher dimensions, into the higher realms. And you'll have guides as you enter into those realms. So do not fear, and let's begin. So in this stick, you're going to now lean into the video camera, lean into your screen, whatever you're viewing this on, and you're going to blow into this small twig all that you're ready to release from this day, from this life, whatever's heavy on your mind, whatever's been bothering you or in your conscious. So let me get this straight without burning my hand. You're going to now blow into this twig all that you're ready to release. Keep blowing. If you have more, keep blowing. And we burn it. And watch it burn. This is the language of the subconscious. Watching all those thoughts burn away. Excellent. Yes. And I recommend to do this daily. Do it as often as you need. People, situations, anything that is burdening you or weighing you down, put it into a small twig and burn it in the candle flame. This can be done at any time. Now, feel that lightness. Just feel yourself already coming down from all of that you released. This is a full moon on Wednesday. So again, using the cycles of the true calendar, the lunar calendar that are the earth cycles, this is when in a full moon, you want to release. you're releasing. And then on the new moon, you're putting in what you'd like to birth, because that's when the moon is growing larger and larger. And now we will do some breath work and start to go into the soul depths. So from this point of relaxing, go ahead and sit back, close your eyes, or just watch the candle flame. And you're going to imagine a bubble around you. And I invite you to bring your arms up above your head. This is known as opening the 8th chakra above your head. And you're going to take your hands to the outside and you're going to open that chakra, open that sphere of light above your head. It's a globe of golden light, a golden 8th chakra. So separate your hands and bring it down very, very slowly, feeling that energy spreading all around you. Just like the Leonardo da Vinci sphere, this is known as the Leonardo sphere. It's also the 8th chakra. It's divine energy. It's your connection direct to source divinity. And now feel that, looking into the candle flame, feel that orb around you of golden light. And work with this for a moment. Really feel it. And keep releasing if there's any more to be let go, any old stories, things that are bothering you, upheaval that you're experiencing, or worries about the external world. Drop all that down now into, you have a pranic tube that connects to the earth. So from your spine, see that tube of light and drop all those things down into the earth to be remulched. This energy of those worries, of that heaviness, all gets recycled and remulched by Mother Nature herself into new moist soil. So let her take it away. Let her carry that down into the earth. You can visualize it like honey, drops of honey running down, dripping down. Or you could just send them in thought bubbles. And just let that continue. And as that's going, now envision the pranic tube comes up from your head, from the crown chakra, straight up to divine source. And from there, we're going to now pull in diamond white light. And I'm also going to be infusing your sphere, your space where you are right now with this divine source light. This is what I do in my healing work with clients during this illumination process. So that's why I'm offering this sampler today on this Sunday Soul Sanctuary live group healing. And it's magnified by all the people that are joining now live. It's magnified by all the people who will join on the replay as well. So feel that divine, crystalline, diamond white light coming down through your crown chakra, filling your entire sphere, your Leonardo sphere, with this diamond white crystalline light. Take some deep breaths. Do it again. We'll take 3 breaths. This time holding at the top. So inhale through your nose. Holding You can even bring your stomach in as far as you can, and then exhale. And let your tummy expand. And a third time, drawing that diamond white light down into your sphere. Do it again, holding at the top and exhaling. And you'll immediately feel yourself just settle right down, just very, very, very calm right now. You should be feeling that. And just let yourself soften. The spiritual work, the inner soul work, is actually a series of softenings. Each time, each layer, you just grow softer and softer and softer by doing all these different modalities of work, whether it's courses that you're taking or healers that you're working with or guided meditations, and ideally, ultimately, your own meditation without a guide. You can use these supports and props at first, but eventually you want to be able to do this on your own, to find that center calm all by yourself without any guide. And then this brings you into that neutrality. So whatever's happening on the outside doesn't affect you. You remain at 0 point. You remain in total neutrality. And so now we will go into the heart space where you can experience that neutrality right now. So taking your consciousness out of your head or finding it in your head and then bringing it down into your chest, into your physical heart, slightly to the left of your chest. Bring that awareness, your consciousness down into your heart. And the physical heart has a very magical toroidal field all around it. A torus is like an apple shape of energy, like a donut. And it's going in and around and it funnels up. So it's like a tornado. The energy moves around in this donut shape, and then there in the center vortex, very calm, like the eye of a storm, super calm. So find that vortex, that toroidal field around your physical heart over to the left, and just in your imagination, in your mind's eye, go right into it. It'll suck you right in. It'll pull you in, and gently spinning around that toroidal field. And then find yourself into the center, into the perfect center calm. Yes, this is known as the sacred space of the heart. It's been written about in the Upanishads many thousands of years ago. It has been the core teaching of many, 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 almost all spiritual masters, is accessing this heart coherence, this heart, sacred space of the heart, and heart consciousness. And this is fifth dimensional reality. This is where we're going to be functioning. We will no longer be in the reptilian mind, in the reptilian brain. We're going to be literally, like you just experienced, moving the consciousness down into the heart. And we're going to be communicating and empathizing with people and situations and places from that space in the heart. So feel yourself now. You may have jumped back. Just go back into the heart. And that's what happens at first. You'll be jumping back and forth from the mind to the heart, mind to the heart. And eventually you just learn to stay in the heart. So go back into that stillness. And now continue to feel this diamond white light coming into the orb surrounding you. We're bringing in divine source light throughout this entire video, throughout this entire activation, this live group healing. And then take one hand onto your heart, the other hand onto your lower stomach. And I invite you to breathe into, you're already in your heart. So bringing from your heart, breathing into your lower stomach. And this is resetting your nervous system, this breath work. So take a deep breath in, holding at the top. And on the exhale, imagine a rainbow coming like a bridge, a rainbow arc down to your lower stomach where your other hand is. Feel this energy flow. Meanwhile, you are enveloped, you are supported and surrounded with the crystalline white light, divine source light, all throughout the orb that you opened around your body. So if you're just joining, imagine that you are surrounded in an orb of divinity with divine source creator light coming in through your top pranic tube, and breathing now into that rainbow bridge from the heart into the stomach. Letting all the worries, all the old stories, whatever heaviness is on your mind, dropping that down into the earth through the bottom of your pranic tube into the earth, deep, deep, past all the minerals and creepy crawlies to Mother Gaia, who will remulch it into moist soil. And just relax into this. As I tell you a short story, there is an analogy that goes with this that is of shamanic origins, having to do, if you know about the archetypes of Peru and Bolivian shamanism. That's the lineage I work in. So I am filled with all of the stories from South American medicine people. And the one that is with this particular decoupling of the nervous system, undoing the fight or flight, is imagining a tree in the jungle. And there's a cat, a big jaguar cat, who's up in the tree. And everyone has this cat. You have, whether you like real cats or not, everyone has their cat that gets stuck up in the tree. And if you know about cats in the tree, they get up there, they climb up in fear. They ran away from something. And so at a soul level, your cat is stuck up in the tree. So see your cat now. And we're going to bring what is known as bringing the jaguar down from the tree and back into calm, back into safety. There is nothing to fear. So imagine talking to this cat, your cat, up in the tree, up high on some tall top tree branch, and say to it, it's all right. We are living. Okay. We have enough to eat. And look at all around your life, the room you're sitting in, all of your creature comforts, and all of the many things in life that do work in your favor and that you do have that benefit you. This kind of appreciation for what is. And tell your cat all of those things that are working and say, it's okay. Life is designed to work, and it does work, and you can come down and just coax it. Come down, come on down. And you're breathing all the while through this rainbow bridge between the heart and the second chakra, lower tummy. So I'll give you a moment to work with this and bringing your cat down from the tree, and visualize it in your mind's eye. See the cat literally climbing down, down, down the trunk of the tree, finally reaching the ground where you are, and hug your cat, welcome your cat back down into the ground, back to the earth plane. And reminding him or her cat that it's okay. All is well. All is well. And all will be well. Because from this place of neutrality, you can feel it now. Now you feel what neutral feels like, 0 point. In the heart, breathing calmly. And do this every day. This is highly, highly recommended. This fire ceremony where you blow into the stick and release all of your worries and doubts, because the inner journey is full of gifts that come to you, and it's full of a lot of doubts and fear and unknown. And that's okay. That is how it goes. And so that's why you can use guides to help you, like what I'm doing in this video, working with healers one-on-one, and coming to group healings and guided meditations that will help you along the way. So you can remove your hands, and this work is done. This is done. And you can feel it. You can feel your expansiveness out. You're not out around the corner, 10 meters down the road, looking for what's possibly going to disrupt your life. This will stop. And you can be centered and be in yourself and not way out there in front and behind looking for dangers. Okay, you're now rooted inside. And so from this relaxed place, I invite you to just lay back. We're going to go now into do some deep inner soul work. So get very, very relaxed. You can lay down, put a blanket on, however you want to get very comfortable for the next few minutes. And we're going to be taking a visual journey to repair the inner landscape, to do some of the soul work inside that will repair and restructure that internal realm, the landscape and language of the soul. Okay, very good. And remaining inside your safe sphere, your Leonardo sphere, the divine light is holding you this entire time. Close your eyes now and take a deep breath in, holding at the top. And on the exhale, you're going to breathe through, like you're blowing through a straw, a white mist coming out from your lips. So breathe in, holding at the top, and breathing out a white mist. From this white mist, you step into the mist in your light body and you're walking. So do it again if you need to. Take a deep breath in, holding at the top, and exhale this stream of white mist. And I'm going to play some gentle drumming while we go on this journey. I would play music, but we do play music on the Eventbrite Zoom events, but we're on YouTube where there are too many copyrights. So I will play this gentle bear drum, if you can hear that. Okay, so you're blowing out through the white mist. Imagine your body, your light body, lifting up and walking into this mist. On the other side of the mist is a dirt path, a trail through the forest. You're following this trail, you're walking along. Look around at the weather. What time of day is it? Is the sun just coming up? Is it the middle of the afternoon or sunset? Look down at your feet, at the shoes you're wearing, feeling that path, feeling the earth beneath your feet. We always want to be embodied in feeling your physical body during these astral journeys, during these soul journeys, because your body will also receive the healing benefits. But in order to navigate into the unseen realms, we go by the light body. So walking on this dirt path, you come to a clearing, a big field in front of you. But you notice it's getting a bit soggy under your foot, under your feet. It's getting a bit mushy, like mud. And this is part of the journey. So there's going to be a mud patch we have to walk through in order to get to the sunny center part of the field. So go ahead and take a step. Feel your foot sink down into the mud. And as it does, envision all the people and situations that have caused you distress and struggle. Take one distress right now, or one person that is just driving your life into misery. Whatever your misery is right now, and as you pull your foot up out of the mud, that situation sticks in the mud. And you take another step, and another piece of misery. And as you are walking your way with heavy feet stuck in the mud, each step of the way, another pain point, another horrible situation from your life gets stuck in the mud, and you're free of it. With each step, feel that suction, feel that sucking of the mud, pulling off all the distress, all the traumatic things that have happened, all the people who have hurt you. And if you have knowingly, in hindsight, hurt somebody else, and if you have any of that distress and worry about the things you might have done in life, let that get pulled off in this heavy mud. Maybe it's even sinking down to up to your knees. And you're walking through, pulling your legs up really high as that mud sucks off all of the terrible things, all of the worries and distress. And look around. Look how many steps you've taken so far. And you're approaching the center of the field. It's very sunny, but we still have 10 more big globby steps to go. So keep walking. 1, feeling that mud sucking off all of the nasty things that worry you, that burden your mind. Let's take another step. 2, another step. 3, Another step 4. Feel that mud, and your pants are all muddy and your shoes are gloppy. You might have even lost a shoe by now. But you keep going. Keep walking through that mud. Step 5. Step 6. Step 7. Step 8. And you're feeling your legs lighter. You're able to get out of that mud more easily now. It's getting more shallow with step 8. Coming back onto the dry land with step 9. And step 10. Last big muddy footprint left behind. And you're up onto the dry land at last. Look at your feet. You might be barefoot by now or standing in your socks. So take off your mushy shoes, take off your mushy socks, and the sun is going to dry you out as we walk to the center of the field. And here you see a very large weaving, like a woven blanket, full of threads and cross threads and points, nodes where the threads intersect, making this beautiful woven tapestry of all the colors of the rainbow, including colors we may not have seen because we are now in higher dimensions. We are now in the realm of the soul, which is the land of love, universal love, and compassion for all beings, where we are all united. Everyone has this tapestry of their soul, of their life, and the things that have happened. So from the mud that took away those situations, you're now going to examine this tapestry. You can even walk through it. It can float in the air and you can push it, bounce it higher. It's very light. There's no gravity here. And you're able to examine the cloth and look for any holes or places where the threads have shred from those incidents in your life, through those difficulties. And you want to forgive the people involved, including yourself. Forgive yourself for how you might have reacted or lashed out at people, or they lashed out at you. All is okay now. All comes back to zero. There's no winners, there's no losers. And you're going to repair those holes with golden thread. So see a ball of yarn in your hand that is a golden thread with a needle attached. And you're going to weave that golden thread up and down, in and out through the hole. So finding that first hole, begin to reweave the thread from that painful time, that painful incident. And keep moving on. Look for another hole. And patch it up. Weave the thread up and down. Get it really tightly connected in several strands, back and forth, up and down, in and out through the threads to fix that hole. And look at how the gold thread glistens. Look at how beautifully it's coming together with the other colors, creating a shimmer And go around, move around, examining your tapestry, your hand-woven blanket of your life's path. And know that this is a quantum technique. This is not only your current life, but it's also past, present, and future in this weaving. So you can keep repairing holes. You might do another third hole, and then eventually see the whole blanket repaired with that golden thread, integrated with all the rainbow of colors. And look at the nodes, look at the point place where the threads intersect and cross. And I invite you to just put your finger on one of those nodes and see where it is. Call in any vision. Could be your future self, could be your present life, could be a beautiful moment from the past. Let your intuition guide you. If you don't see anything visually, you'll probably feel something. Okay, we won't spend too much time here. We're going to pick another node that is in your future. So go to that part of the weaving and put your finger on another node and see your future self. See yourself in 5 years. 5 years future self. And look at how you've changed. Even from 5 years previously, look at how you've changed. And notice if you're dressing differently, how you're feeling, what you're enjoying in life. And you just want to take this slightly future you, the 5 years ahead you, and ask her or him to pull you forward, to magnetize you into that time. And what did they do to get where they are right now? And you want to lovingly provide that support for them in your present life where you are right now. Providing support to your future you. What can you do? What steps can you take? And take in all the information you can about how they feel, how they look, what they're doing, who are they hanging around, what are their friends, what are you doing for fun? And take this into your current life now. So I'll be quiet and give you a moment to hug, if you're not hugging already, your future 5 years future self. And say how proud you are of where you've come and where you're going. And you can also use some potent creation words. Ask them what they've created and know what you would like to create. And the remembering we did of the weaving. We remembered all the fragments. So there are no bounds to the possibilities. There's nothing holding you back. Your interior soul landscape is full and whole. You are whole and you are loved. And so speaking with your future self, for anything else that remains, that your future you would like you to carry into your now life, go ahead and do that. Make a mental note. Say your goodbyes. And turn around and see yourself back on that dirt path. And coming back into your body. Back into your room, feeling the soft surface underneath. Slowly, gently come back to opening your eyes, stretching your arms, and back into this realm. So how did that feel? How do you feel right now? Let me check the chat if anyone wants to put it in. Our work here is complete, and I'll just say a brief word on what that was all about. So that was a soul journey to do your inner shadow work, repairing those perceived holes. We are always whole, WHOLE. We're always whole and complete, yet sometimes we perceive a hole or a cavity or, it's a crack or something's broken. And that's why when we symbolically go in and do the repair with the golden thread, that inner landscape becomes repaired and whole, and the mud, the heavy mud or quicksand, taking all of that stuff. Oh, good. We have a comment from Dar Clem. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is amazing work. I mean, this is what I do, and I've used it throughout my life for years and years and years. It's like an onion. You've heard this analogy before where we keep clearing out and repairing layer after layer after layer, but there are key things that are more powerful than others and work faster. And that's where shamanism and these kinds of astral journeys come into play, where this kind of work that you've now sampled and experienced is what gives you the most rapid transformation inwardly, because the ascension path and reaching into these higher dimensional frequencies where your life is as beautiful as you desire, and we know the timeline shift is coming. So if you want to consciously continue on that path, on that higher consciousness journey, this work will bring you immediately and swiftly into that consciousness, the heart coherence, where at a soul level, you are very calm, you're very centered, and whatever chaos is happening on the outside, you are remaining in neutral. You are at 0 point and you will not be affected by that other stuff. And this is really vital at this time. I mean, there are many of us, you might be one of them, as a light worker, a starlight yourself, here to ground these energies and help humanity at this time of the ascension process. It's super exciting and it's quickening, and so much stuff is becoming available. So, in closing, I want to encourage you to use guides to help you get to that through this kind of work. And I'm offering this every other Sunday according to the moon cycles of the new moon and full moon to continue on the real cycle of the Earth's lunar calendar. And that because we are a part of nature, we are from the Earth as well. We are nature. We are just like any animal or insect or tree. And using those cycles helps us to rejuvenate our own energy and get in connection. So I hope that you found this enjoyable, because the work is fun when you do it this way, and it's not sitting down in the dark. There's no dark night of the soul. If you found yourself in there in the past, like I have pretty much lived an entire lifetime going through dark night of the soul and been doing this inner work nonstop, continuously. And I can say that I am now today, and it's been increasing. And now I'm in constant joy. I'm in the joy vibration all the time. And I just finished another deep series of work and journey work, just like what you experienced here. I just finished it, and it's like a soul polishing. So you can also think of this as soul polishing. It is not sitting down in the dark, and you are getting the help, the guided help that you need to find this stuff, because that's the thing. People don't know where to look. You might have gone through initiations in the past with a group, and then you're back at home and you are missing that spiritual community that you connected with. And then what? And then what do you do? So it's continuing this. If you'd like to join me, these events are on Eventbrite, and it gets in a small group setting. The work is magnified and it's at a very affordable rate. So you can come and join every month or whenever you feel like you need it. You need that boost or that pick me up. But I encourage you to do it continually, because this soul work is what is going to help connect you inside. And that is what we know as going within and doing the shadow work. And it's fun, like you just saw. So thank you for joining. Again, my name is Colleen. I'm known as the Healing Visionary. I'm an energy healer, intuitive, and channeler. Thank you so much.